Hey everybody, and welcome to the studio recap session for the song You Are Indeed Loquacious. You let me know if you get this joke, because this is an instrumental and they called it this, so you tell me in the comments if that makes sense to you. The band thinks they're geniuses for coming up with that. Anyway, I'd like to do a bit of a departure for what we normally do on this channel. I'd like to introduce you to the idea of a song that is not in any particular key. This is a concept that is done in modern jazz, some sophisticated fusion, and modern classical music. This is kind of a primitive version of it, but it's still a version of it. So I'd like to walk you through this. This song had a guest drummer on it, and we have a drum track that sounds like this. So that's basically the beat for the song. And the guitarist had to work overtime on this one because it's an instrumental, so it falls to them to make it work. So I'd like to take you through what the guitarist did on this song. I've kind of transcribed it here. It's basically revolving around chords. So they did a progression that's based on D major 7th and F sharp minor. Okay, that's how it starts off. So I'd like to play the actual guitar tracks for you, if I can, and it sounds like this. F sharp minor, and so that cycle repeats. So lots of color tones. So those chords sound pretty good together. Now, where do you go from there? Well, we have another sequence here, A major 7th into F major. So you get a total transcription. It's no longer in the same key, but most people, they won't detect this. It just sounds like it keeps going. So it sounds like this. That's the flatted 5th on a major chord. Going major, minor, and then again. So a lot of color tones. Now, what you might have noticed is that the approximate relationship between these two chords and these two chords are very similar. Now it goes back into the original progression. So it sounds like the song is now going from the key of A to the key of D major again. And it only does that briefly before transposing down a tone and going into C major 7th to E minor. So if you notice, this is actually one tone down than these. So D to C and then F to E. So we've taken the song, we've brought it somewhere else, and then we've brought it back and then down a tone. So that's kind of a little unusual. By this point, the ear is kind of disoriented and you don't really know what the hell key we're in. It sounds like this. And the guitar gets its effects removed. Okay, so similar to that, right? Now we go into C. So we're in E minor. There's some bass harmonics. So you got a breakdown section, a middle eighth, okay? And we didn't know what to do for that. We knew we were going to do something a little bit different there, maybe a clean guitar, which is what we ended up doing. But then you get this weird rotation, okay? So I would like to play that, and you can hear it's almost a disorienting effect. You start out in C, it goes C, A, F, D, A. So it sounds like you're in the key of C when you start, But by rotating it down, you end up resolving to A major. And it sounds like it's a resolution, so it sounds like that was the key all along. So you got that weird transposition again within this this like series of 8 bars. So let me play that for you here. So C, A major, F major, I think, D major, and then A major. So it resolves. So it sounds like we're in A now. What they did for the middle eighth is they put in some clean guitars. So I will show you what that is. Now we got some clean guitars here. Right here. So that's D major, and then D major 7th, and then C major, and I think C major 7th, and then back into this. And the guitarist did a solo over that. I will play you the solo because I actually really like it. Here we go. Now, there was a big discussion that occurred because something I've mentioned on other videos is that this band, the guitarist insists that when we do a recording of him, and it's something that he's expected to do live, he only wants one guitar at a time. So either you can have a solo, or you can have a distorted rhythm part, or you can have a clean part doing arpeggios, but you can't have more than one at the same time. He's a real stickler for that. Now, I managed to persuade him that because this is an instrumental, you could add one other part. So he's going to do the solo, and we're going to have one other guitar part. We haven't kind of made up our mind whether it's going to be those distorted chords or it's going to be the clean arpeggios that are going to be with it. So we'll figure that out in, when we mix and all this kind of stuff. But let me play you this whole song from the top, and you can hear how all these different pieces fit together. Okay, here we go. So there you have it. So this song, what's interesting about it is that the idea came from this business. Now, if you've seen other videos in the series, you know that we've been doing the guitar sound has changed every song we do. It's the same guitar sound coming out of a Boss Katana, of all bloody things, but it's going through a different speaker each time that's sometimes mic'd with a different microphone. So this song here, You Are Indeed Loquacious, the guitar speaker used was a Celestion D1265, which is an interesting speaker. It has a very bad transient response. It's used for fuzz, and it's used for like a very early 60s kind of sound. Not a lot of attack. So that's actually where the idea came from, I think, to do basically chords instead of more of a thrash metal thing over the song. It was mic'd with an MD421, and the microphone was in the halfway position, so it's halfway between the center of the cone and the edge. So it's like not the cap edge, but it's sort of right in the middle there. Yeah, so that's where that came from. Anyway, as you can tell, this song has been a bit of a departure for this band. Hopefully you found this somewhat interesting. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. I will see you on the next video. Take care.